Hey there, it's real estate reality time.
Hello,
And this is my really good friend, Keynan.
hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
And I call him Kiki.
Aww, it's that love. It's Lily and Kiki.
It's a Lily Kiki show.
The Lily Kiki show. I like it. I like it.
So Keynan is here today because, as everyone knows, we're coming up on my Fine Home and Estate ribbon cutting.
Yes.
That is taking place Thursday, April 3rd.
Yes,
from
don't miss out.
4 to 7.
Yes, you need to be there. You need to be there.
And Keynan is here for a couple of reasons. One, he is a sponsor, and we'll be raffling off a couple of his creations. So
Yes.
you don't want to miss
it.
that.
No, you cannot miss it.
And two, Keynan is the reason really why I got into designing the staging.
No, Lena,
Yes.
come on. Lena. It's always been here with Lena. It was in her heart. The first time I met Lena, she was like, I love this. I love it. And you know what? You're really good at it, Lena.
Well, and Keynan
She's a
inspired me.
pro.
So
Don't let
Keynan
me fool
owns
you.
Keynan Design and Home Decor.
Yes.
And before I started it, when Joe and I first bought our house, I was in a store every day taking stuff home. And Joe was like, please stop going to that
Joe
store.
did ban you once or twice, and he came in and told me, do not let Lena come back in here.
But you have to go into Keynan or
you.
Ammons Home and
Ammons Home Decor.
I
But
always
you know,
mess
the
that up.
long legal term is Ammons Design and Home Decor. But yes, Ammons Home Decor.
Because look, tell us what you do.
So at Ammons Home Decor, we design commercial and residential properties. And we recently just did a restaurant right there at Herndon and Mark's Boulay.
Can't
Shout
wait.
out to Davina Miller. But anyway.
Yeah, girl, get
and
that
Tom,
open.
Tom too. Tom will kill me. But yeah, I love interior design. I love being in homes with clients, talking to customers, finding out exactly what they want, making their house and their home just beautiful. And so, yeah, I love it. I love what we do. At the store, it's a hub of world market pieces. We kind of keep the really cool pieces for designers and decorators to come in and just add that extra pop. So, yeah.
Yeah, Keynan has amazing pieces
Thank
that you
you.
will not find anywhere else.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And everyone just loves them. They come in the store, and you're just in awe. I had my Christmas
Oh my
open
God,
house
yes.
there, and all my clients loved it.
Yes,
And,
we had so much fun. That was a good night.
That
A
was
lot
a
of
good
people
night.
showed up. We've had quite a few good events. We did a first-time home buyers event. That was a lot of fun.
we used to do those.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
prior
we
to
did.
COVID.
Prior
we
to
did.
COVID,
Yeah,
yep,
which
yeah.
I think
We should do it again.
we should do it again.
We should
yeah.
do it again. You know what? A lot of people did turn out. The
Mm-hmm.
results were good. How many houses did you sell from that event? 6?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a big event. And so, yeah, we're going to do it. Let's do it soon.
yeah. We're gonna get this market going.
We need to
We're
get
gonna
this
it
going.
Yeah, we're gonna be ready.
Yeah.
So Keynan, the reason why it's so important to be involved in the Fine Home and Estate branding and ribbon cutting is because
Absolutely.
that's your business. You
That is
deal
our
with
business.
fine homes and
Yeah,
estates.
that's why we just moved. We just moved from Marks and Bullard, which is kind of in the same area to Marks and Herndon, because we want to be closer to, my clientele, to where you live, to where a lot of our customers live. It's a beautiful area, and I feel like clients are just getting more and more involved with wanting their homes to be more customized, I feel like now that everyone's wanting to stay home more, they're wanting their home to be their sanctuary. And it's important. I feel like it's very personal. People are taking this very seriously. Interior design isn't just making things pretty anymore. It's about, I want to be home. I don't want to be out in the world right now.
Right. You want your space functional.
Yes,
Yeah.
functional. And I want it to make sense, and I want everything around me to mean something to me.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. And it's very important, I believe, especially when you spend a lot of money on a home.
Absolutely.
So when you are going to do renovations or
Yes.
design or paint colors, all those things, you want to
Yes.
make sure that it's tasteful so that
Yes.
when you sell your home, people aren't like,
Absolutely. You know what, Lena? That's
What?
one of the questions I ask when we do interior design. Like if I do a consultation, I'll say, "Is this your forever home, or are you planning on maybe selling this home in 5 to 10 years?" Because that does have a lot to do with my recommendations. If you're going to sell this house, you may not want to do the burnt orange in the entryway.
Right.
Or the light pink. For you, it's fine. I'll love it. But for someone else, or if you're looking maybe to make this an investment home, it will tailor some choices. I'll try to help guide them a little
because you
bit.
can change out your art. your pillows,
Absolutely.
all
I mean,
those
even
things.
paint,
but
yeah.
even paint, but
Yes.
like floors.
But
Let's talk
floors.
about floors.
Oh my
or
God.
subway tiles.
Whew,
Or,
we've had some issues. I did have a lady come in, and I have to tell you the story really quick. And she said, you know, her husband was really nervous about it. He was like, I don't think we need help. We'll be just fine. Long story short, he chose a neon green paint, painted the whole house. It was white, but it had like this undertone. And she said she walked in and she felt like it was just horrible. So yeah, consultations, getting advice, finding out, especially for your clientele, Lena, find homes. I feel like when you are at a certain level, you just get it. You understand that you want this to be correct. You want the placements to be correct. You want the colorisms to be correct. You want things to to complement each other, not to compete. You want to feel like it's your space that you created. And it's really important.
well, in a fine home in that price point too, there's expectations.
Yes.
When you buy a home like that, you want it dialed in.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%. I can't tell you how many times I'll go to LA and we'll just look for one client, just that one piece, so she can say, "That's what I wanted. This is how I want the house
signature.
To look." The signature. Yes.
The exclamation point.
Oh yes, every single time, and they don't let you off the hook. They'll say, "That's not it," and okay, let's go back. Let's do it again.
Now, how many times do you go to market?
Every year. We go to market every year. Once a year. So far I've only been to the Vegas market, but we are really pushing to go to either Dallas or Atlanta this upcoming year. We want to go to Atlanta because that's the largest market.
Sure.
But that is where we get most of our, form our vendor relationships. I'm so excited. I'm still partnering with Nick Lane and Lisa Vanderpump. So we've been working with them a lot.
It's so funny. That just popped in my head. I was wondering, are you still buying pieces from
absolutely. Some of the pieces in the restaurant Belay that's coming are from Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Belay. So I'm super excited about that. We're planning on setting up an appointment with them. I really want to work with Nick Lane. I think he is probably one of my favorite interior designers. He really is one of the pioneers for like a romantic industrial look.
Yeah.
And and on top of that, he's a family man. He has this edge about him where it's true luxury. It feels like some of his pieces are like jewelry.
Yeah.
You put them in your home and you feel like, wow.
The lighting,
the chandeliers. Yeah, all of those pieces are custom made for clients, and it makes a huge difference.
Keynan's done projects for some of my clients where he's renovated where it wasn't quite so dialed in, and with Keynan's personality, your personality is so great that he really listens. Some designers don't listen. They're like, "Oh, that's okay, but we're gonna do this."
That's a rough one for me. That's really why I got into it, Lena. I think you're right. I feel like sometimes designers and decorators, they feel like they have to prove something.
Yeah.
And you really have to be humble in designing because you have to take a step back and say, what is it that you love?
Right.
Because that's where
your money.
It's your money.
Your sanctuary.
And so I did have a client recently tell me, she said, I just went ahead and went along with the decorator because I was tired of fighting with them. Yeah. And so don't give in. Get that happiness you're looking for. Be happy.
Moral of the story, people, is be humble.
Be humble. Be humble.
Period.
Yes. Period. Exclamation point.
That's correct.
So, Lena, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, how does it feel? All of your successes, you're doing so well, Lena. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I've seen how hard you worked, and anybody that knows you knows how hard you work, Lena. You are one of those people.
They know I'm crazy. Yeah.
But that's the part we love about you, Lena. You know what? You bring life to the room. You bring the party. We all love you. How does it feel to be in this space you're in right now?
It feels really good. Life's good.
Yeah?
Life's good.
Good.
And when you do the right things and you work hard, I think you're rewarded.
You are rewarded,
And there's a lot of amazing realtors out there, brokers that work really hard.
Yes.
And I know that with everything that's happened the last, few months with the lawsuits with, NAR and realtors kind of got a nasty name, like we're money grubbing people, but we work really hard.
You do work really hard.
I mean, so.
Absolutely.
But thank you for saying
that's why a lot of people don't make it in real estate, honestly. They see the big picture and it looks like, oh my God, it's fun to do
Get rich quick.
Whew, it's not get rich quick. No, it's not. I don't think I could do it.
I mean, during COVID, Okay,
Yes.
maybe
Ooh.
because that market was different, but yeah, after that all stopped.
Yes.
Like right now, it's a little days on the market, a little more.
Yes.
And,
What do you see in the future? When do you think it's going to start? The tide's going to change a little bit.
well, I think that depends on a lot of things.
Yeah.
We have a new administration. I think just there's a little bit, the consumer confidence is off a
Yeah.
little bit, but I think that's not just real estate. It probably rolls down to you,
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
everybody else.
I do think it's stable, though. I think it's
Yeah.
stable.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
because-
values are
Yes,
great.
it
Yeah.
is stable. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel quite as crazy as it did before. So
Right.
I think we're gonna stabilize and kind of go up.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
open houses, people are coming. I mean, people are
Yes.
entertaining the idea of moving. So no, it'll swing.
It'll all swing.
It'll
It's
all
coming
swing
back.
at people. Yeah,
That's
don't worry
right.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into design, like a little bit of your history.
Oh my goodness. I've always loved design. My grandmothers both were very different. And so I always fell in love when I walked into their home. That's when I knew there was something going on in this head. Everything was spinning. I was like, ooh, that's pretty.
That's where it all
This is pretty.
started.
That's where it's all started. But my mom and my dad are both artists, and so they see things differently, very abstract. And so I never really got that part of it, but I definitely see how things complement each other. I see colorisms. I feel like in some way it was really meant for me to be in this space. Before I came into interior design and home decor, I was actually a general manager at ag business. We built tanks and steel structures, and so it's very different. I was behind
Yes.
the desk, and then I was in the military, and then at some point, I also went to
That's
Bible
right.
seminary.
You're a fellow
Yeah.
veteran.
I was
Yeah.
Air Force. Go Air Force!
Don't
Oh,
mess with us.
Don't mess with Air Force. The Marines are going, what's going on right now? But no, I just loved it. And I had a really dear friend, Gabby. She was getting married, and I ended up taking over the wedding. And this was in the very beginning. This was probably like 10, 12 years ago. And the wedding went really well. And I loved making people happy. I love being in a space where I could design or do something with that type of a result,
Yeah.
and seeing them happy in the end, I fell in love with it.
Well,
Yes.
party planning, event coordination.
Yes.
We were just talked about this.
Mhm.
Staging, design. It's that same
It's
brain.
the same brain.
You have to be
Yes,
like.
it
woo, 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 woo.
is. You kind of do.
You gotta be a
Bing,
little
bing, bing, bing,
crazy,
bing, bing,
and
bing.
multifunctional, like at the top level,
Absolutely.
where you don't sleep at night. Top level.
You just think of stuff like, this might be nice.
Do you ever have your best ideas like at 2:00 in the morning?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you wake up.
13 glasses of wine.
And I ran around to my phone in the bathroom, and I'm
Yes.
like,
Oh, this is it. Joe's probably wondering, what is she doing? Who's she texting? No,
I'm pretty sure if a truck ran in that room, he wouldn't know. But no,
Oh, my goodness.
that's just where everything kind of, maybe it's because your
It
body's
does.
relaxed.
Absolutely,
and then your
yeah.
subconscious is still on.
To be creative, though, I have noticed that you're completely right. You do have to be happy. Not necessarily happy, but you have to be in a good space to really allow for your mind to create. That's why, I feel like the store is so special. That's why we always try to laugh and have a good time in the store, because it's important to have fun when you're decorating your homes, to have fun when you're creating these events. And you do, Lena. I mean, I cannot wait for this event. Can I show them the bag?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, look at how nice this is. Okay,
Well,
first
turn it
of all,
around the
wait,
other way,
no.
though.
First of all, before I show this bag, if our bag at Ammons Home Decor looks similar to this, then don't judge me, because
He's a copycatter.
I might be a copycat. But look how pretty. It's all black, and look at the size of it. I don't know if you can see it.
It's like a Chanel. It's like a Chanel.
Look at how nice this is.
And there's gonna be some
Like,
fun
Lena,
swag
I would
in
keep
there.
this bag and just use it.
Yes.
I'm taking it to Whole Foods with me. I'm gonna have like 3 of them. They're gonna be
Yes.
like, we have bigger bags. I'm like, no, thank you.
No.
It
Just grab a
matches my
couple of them.
outfit.
It does match your outfit. That's why I did black. So men can use it too, not
I
just
do
women.
like it though. It looks really, really nice.
So there's also going to be some great price. So when you come to the event, which is obviously free, by the way, and
Yeah.
it's a community event. Yeah, girl, it's
Oh.
free. Okay.
Okay.
So all you got to do is you show up, you come through there'll be the Big Fine Home and Estate tent. You sign in your raffle ticket,
Oh,
and
wow.
you have to sign in to win.
Sign in.
And you have to
Sign
be here
in.
to win.
Yes.
But there's going to be, there's Cutco knife sets.
I'll win it.
There's design consultation giveaways.
Yes.
There's, oh gosh, what else? There's other
Excuse me,
stuff.
I'm doing some giveaways.
Tell me what
I'm doing
you're doing.
some beautiful centerpieces for your home. We're even going to use the Century 21 colors, the black and gold. We're
I'm
gonna make it
using them
really
first on
pretty.
my food tables, but
Really?
then we're going to.
Oh yes, that's right.
And then we're going to raffle them off. So it's a designed special centerpiece, two of them.
Two. It'll be beautiful. And I'm super excited about it. I think you're going to love them. We finished them yesterday, so no surprises. I can't show any pictures. You have to be there.
So
come
it's
out.
totally worth it. It's, prizes, fun, champagne,
Absolutely.
wine, food by Southern Comfort, and I have Joe Linnigan Band here as well. So we're going to have
live
some
music?
jazz, some live
Wow,
smooth jazz.
you have to be there. I mean, what's going on here? I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I'm going. Mary's coming with me. We're going to have a good
right.
time. We're
We
going to
love
get
Mary.
all dressed up. We're going to have a good night. It'll be a good
Yeah.
time.
Well, thank you for coming to
Lena,
visit me.
of course. I loved it. It was so much fun. Kiki and Lily, everybody. Kiki and Lily.
All right, everyone. We'll see you at the event.
I'll see you at the event. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.
Ciao.